Where is the bookseller?
Hello YouTube, the Eye of Stone here. Here we are in the Nameless Bookstore, continuing our Let's Play of Call of Cthulhu.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Okay. I just don't want to miss another one of these. We missed the first one. I don't exactly have the complete set.
Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
Well, maybe. More of a C.G. Jung guy myself. Certainly an influential book. Just like the way Budweiser is the king of beers. Okay, we've got character points. So, everything at this time is balanced. We are not lacking in anything. See, this is where you sort of, it's like you're a generalist. You're not trying to get unbalancedly better at anything because you're scared to death of being deficient at anything. So being a specialist can just make certain parts of the game extremely hard. Or it can make all of the game just a little bit more challenging, depending on how you want to look at it. But I would like to be able to pick the next series of locks I encounter, so maybe focusing on getting ahead of that will be a good idea. Okay. Yeah. But, so, let's see. Eat the Shambler. Just gotta make sure we're up to date with everything. Don't have any clues yet, but I'm not doing a terrible job of accumulating knowledge. But let's just take it nice and slow. Okay. Definitely don't want to miss anything. Refill the lamp. Lantern. Yet more stuff from Da Vinci's notebooks posing as esoterica. Okay, this is this is important. Oh, it's Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Where'd you get that skull, Mr. Bookstore? Now, I am not enough of a player to understand this situation. It would seem that White is in trouble, but honestly, this could be some big ironic joke and Black is about to be mated. It just, I don't know. It's too much of an idiot to understand. That certainly looks like an end game scenario, or late mid game at the least, but it's Greek to me. Let's see. It's making a mess. All right. Okay, let's see. Almost a pro with medicine.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
Alright, well, that bumped up my occultism. I'm now a pro. Sweet. Alright, maybe it will be possible to sort of recover by the end of the game. I might be able to make it to the top tier after all. That's why you have to stop and look for things. Yes, read the book.
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
Let's see. Okay. So now wait a minute. Well, that bumped us right up. Almost to 50%. Now, I want to see something. Because... okay, so we got this one. But didn't we also have... Isn't this like the second crazy book that we came into possession of? Volume 2. And, alright, so I've got 2 volumes of it. Alright. Just make sure we're not missing anything.
What happened here? Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work.
Okay. Can take nothing for granted.
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably.
No, we can't go that way. It's not in the cards. It's not on the menu.
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
You know, I decide what's on the menu. My money, my choice. Nothing back here. Hello. Okay.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What killed all these animals?
Come on.
What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What the... Charles Hawkins? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
That's a big book you got there, dame. Yeah.
Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Okay. Now.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Yes. Why not?
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
Okay. Great old ones from Antarctica made this. The barrel-shaped bat things at the Mountains of Madness. They made this to fight back against Cthulhu's kind and Dagon. The war. That race was capable of fighting back.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
Okay.
How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection?
Edward Pickman Derby.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Wilmarth. These names might be familiar to you.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection?
Okay. Now,
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Now, solving that puzzle was extremely, extremely, extremely difficult. So much so that for whatever synaptic reason, I happen to remember the code. Don't ask me why, but solving that was murder. I just happen to remember that number. Uh-oh. The Necronomicon. It's not a normal book, even by the standard of books. So, we are astrally projecting. Necronomicon might do that. Might have that effect if you're not careful. Here we go.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
He's, obviously, like, inanimate or something.
Very well. I'll examine him.
I see, like, no evidence of, this body is not going to move. What about this? Oh, hell.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
Okay.
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
It's a piece of beef jerky.
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
He has the xenomorph.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
He's a Dagonite. A Dagonite.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
His body is mutating.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations, and this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
Let's see.
His limbs? His body temperature? I don't know what experiments you've undertaken, but this is going too far.
Oh, I sense some excitement beneath your indignation. Could it be you wish to join me in my scientific endeavors?
You are a brilliant physician, Dr. Fuller, but this man has the attributes of some kind of animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me my life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Let's see.
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office. What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep mum.
So it's kind of interesting that we have everything that Pierce has, even though we're playing as Dr. Culloden. I'm not quite sure what to make of that. Except we can't access Pierce, but we can access everything else he can.
This place draws you in and never lets you go. Chronic insomnia, like half the island.
Alright, so there's some movement there. He's not completely dead like this poor sod is.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
A touch of it myself.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
A touch of hay fever myself. It's not usually that bad.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
The one that hides the smuggling business.
Oh no, not them. They don't go on that side of the island. Everyone in his place. The captain on one side, Cat on the other, and me. Well, I've been to the whaling station, I have.
What did you see there?
Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Interesting. Wait a minute. I've seen you before.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
File describes the state in which Irene Sanders entered the Riverside Institute as well as the treatments administered to her. Fuller added a handwritten note. He recommends to take her down to the psychiatric wing in order to provide her with the quiet and rest that she needs. Great.
Mrs. Sanders?
It's like a mannequin, a porcelain doll.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
It's like the Dark Ages. Take these and let me know. Turpentine. Let's drink that. They used to. The early gin concoctions had a high turpentine content. I happen to know. What other pharmacological terrors do we have on hand here? Okay.
What is the boiler room key doing here? The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
Take it.
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
Or don't.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors. Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Well, that looks good.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
Okay. I can't move. What am I supposed to do? Boy. Oh.
His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
She has quite the Yankee accent.
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Oh, the nurses don't like the security officers. The security officers don't like the nurses. And the doctors remind everybody who's in charge as necessary, including other doctors. I've seen it. Actually, of late, your Eye of Stone, who unfortunately has more in common with old Benny than with Garrett, the thief. I worked as a public safety officer in a hospital very much like this one. As I said in the last video, you would be surprised how little healthcare has changed in the 80 plus years between this game and 2024. Hadn't really changed at all.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
See, again, the Hippocratic Oath Steam achievement. I didn't get that last time, obviously. Remember, Pierce is seeing everything we're seeing. He's astral projecting, don't you know?
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan.
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show. Dr. Colden?
Healthcare is so toxic. Let's see. This very interesting book aims at a wide public. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Hopefully, I want to see if that got added. I don't know. Okay, we were already in here.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Putting up with abuse is not courageous. Nor is it honorable. You smack me, I'll clock you. No. We have to be careful here. That could be useful. Sort of trying to capitalize on some prior experience. So there she is. Let's see. Yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't have outfits like this where I worked. We would have been a lot more dignified if we had had outfits like these than the ones we did have. These... this is a public safety officer here at the hospital, and he is totally dope. I want these shoes. Boy, he's even got extra large cargo pockets for extra condoms. Wow. That scene when you're in the basement and you're trying to escape earlier and they grab you and they're like, whoa, hey now. It's like, I used to do that. Fully 50% of my day was spent working with behavioral patients directly. And then you do everything else a security officer does in a large-scale institutional setting. You do all that, and of course your interactions with the public, visitors, and patients has that certain healthcare contextual flavor. We have to sneak past her. I don't know. This place is both a lot newer and a lot cleaner than the one I was working at. Certainly it's more compassionate. Let's go in the pharmacopoeia.
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, and Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
Okay. So, hopefully Pierce...
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
Barbiturates. Hopefully Pierce is going to benefit from Dr. Culloden's explorations.
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
Let's see.
I don't have any business in the boiler room.
Yeah, you do. I still want that outfit. Yeah, I don't work there anymore. Happily so, thank goodness.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
Well, we find out. I dare say. Let's see. You need to get that key and just go in the boiler room. That's what you need to do.
In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Thank you. I'll be going.
Okay, I'm not sure what I did, but there's Bradley.
Dr. Colden.
Bradley to remember. Bradley, so familiar.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
Yeah, me too. I get it. No?
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Because you're in a hospital, homie. Get used to it. You're going to be measuring your weight in hours. Maybe 6, maybe 8, maybe 10.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
It's pretty high tech. We didn't have these.
Ethan.
Marie,
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Me too, Ethan. Is that all?
Well, there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh, there's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Okay. You, my dear, need to get to the boiler room. You shouldn't have to have Donovan bark at you first. It should be more subtle than that.
The key to the boiler room.
Oh, hell.
Not where I expected to find it.
I guess you're just gonna have to be told no before you'll actually do anything.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who is.
So do something about it. Be unfair back. We want you to be less Adidas and more Nike.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
The door to the boiler room is locked.
You need to get that key. Take the friggin' key already.
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
You know, if you had a brain, it would be obvious what to do without having to confront her.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Yes, that's semi-correct. It comes from the same kitchen. Slightly different menu. Patient diets can be pretty precisely micromanaged if they need to be. Let's go to the surgery wing.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
It is not in the file.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory. Please, the fewer interruptions there are, the faster I'll be finished.
Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
I'll bash your skull against the bricks. How about... Try telling him after I've separated your jaw from the skull. Now, perhaps you will do what I asked you to do, and take the key.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water, and hope Donovan takes the bait.
You finally broke a rule. Or rather, you just took advantage of someone else breaking the rule. The key wasn't supposed to be left there.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Yes. We're gonna have you do Charlize Theron push-ups like Prometheus. We're gonna make a MMA gal out of you. Let's see. Well, there's plenty of tools there, but none of them seem to be appealing to the good doctor. Let's see.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
I forget where that tool is.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Uh-huh. Okay. So tell me, my dear, what is your femalian idea of a tool if none of these seem to qualify as that for you? You could use any of these as a crowbar and then bang with this mallet. Not that I think you're too much into banging. Circumstances being what they are, maybe you could make an exception. Of course, you could always get Bradley to do it for you, but then he might have to tell. So on the other hand, if you made it worth his while, maybe he wouldn't. Boy, I must say, I don't quite remember it just had to be obtuse about hiding whatever it is she'll use to open that door. Of course, we didn't, you could smoke your lungs to cinders back in these days, even in a hospital. You know, I understand not getting quite the link between cancer and smoking, but you'd think it would have been implicitly obvious. You need a tool. What kind of tool are we talking about here? Okay. So she's not in here anymore. Did that avail us of anything? Yes, it did. I just had to find it. Just use this to bash her head in. We want to use our problem-solving skills.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Okay.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Seriously.
Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy. Elizabeth, isn't it?
At last. The missing files must be hidden here.
Okay. To remember that there's a wax cylinder machine in this room because Pierce has a role we need to listen to. I need to not forget to listen to that. Boy, look at this. I wonder if that's a real photo. I mean, they're real, but I wonder if they based Dr. Fuller off of this guy, or if they like used AI art to match Dr. Fuller to the rest of them. It's kind of interesting. Ah.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Yes, so...
I've unlocked something. Patient files. I was right.
Okay, that's HPL.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set them all in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Whoa.
Why is Ethan on medication? Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement. I should go another way.
Not such a good idea, my dear. You're kind of not an action hero. Maybe you get the messed up detective to do that for you.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly. Talk, filthy thief! Oh, I swear I'll shoot!
Let's see.
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
You have to be a master? How could I be a master occultist at this point?
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
All right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake.
Alright, again, that went better than the last time. Sort of getting off to a better foot with people because of the eloquence. Of course, we're too late to help her. Big spoiler alert. It is already too late. For everybody, basically. But you don't know that yet. If you haven't played this game, because it's not at all obvious from the game.
I pray that Colden is really here. And alive.
Prayer doesn't work in a Lovecraft story, dude. Now then. Something about the way my chair and keyboard are set up tonight. I am not getting what I need. Let's see. Maybe it'll be easier if I do it this way. Oh, here's volume 1.
An old diary.
Okay, so first of all, let's catch back up. Okay, so 1, 4, 3, and 2. Okay, so we're not actually missing any of these. So let's just make sure I show all of this. Yeah, but there are many twists and turns I'm sure. Okay. Let's see. We saw him earlier at the bar. Let's see. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay, we've established a fair amount of occult stuff, I dare say. Let's see. We came out of that investigation of hers with a good deal of character points. We're gonna need them. Let's not neglect strength. Actually, let's just keep it even. Okay. How's our sanity? Reading the Necronomicon took quite a dose out of us. But, of all the mental traumas we might have had so far, it seems we only missed one. A whole one of them. Okay. Now we can proceed. Again, let's just go slow. Yes, see? You have to check. Read all the books of unholy knowledge. Complete revelation. I just scored another Steam achievement. And, I bet that knocked my sanity down just a little bit, but it knocked my occultism up. So, let's see. Well, it wasn't no, that did a lot. Okay. That took a lot out of me. Wow. He's pretty much... That took a lot out of me. Alright, so... And we are now a professional occultist. And I bet if we check this office carefully, we can get to pro-level medicine too. But I would have missed that, could very easily have just missed that book right now. Alright. We've got to check everything.
How old is Fuller, really?
Yeah, 1849.
What the... Fuller, too.
Discover all the small blue bottles. Huh. It's got another Steam achievement. Okay. just goes to show I'm playing a little bit more carefully this time.
The Scylla is here, like in the vision. Colden came this way.
Yes. So she did. Alright. I think we're good to go.
Right. Enough time wasted. Colden needs me. I must find her.
Moreover, I don't know who he was opening up, but he seemed quite enthusiastic.
Okay. Steady.
No! No! My God! What is happening to me? What was that? It's as if I'd been transported somewhere else.
Why, I'll say. This part was kind of difficult. This is some kind of puzzle. Be careful here. I think there is actually some kind of a threat.
What happened? Something has changed, but what?
She used different lamps to accomplish different things. Got it. I don't know why that caused me such difficulty last time. Okay. Let's see. We're picking up some of the books she had. No, I don't want to look at this stuff right now. Do. Let's see what happens if we go to this.
Awaken and free me.
Feed me, Seymour. Okay. What's your problem, dude? Calm down. Okay. So you only have boy. It's just a little bit confusing. Okay, so there's something I want to get at there. But in order to do that, well, I opened this door. So, I would think that presumably that did me no good whatsoever.
Destiny, it has trapped you.
Okay. Scary guy. Scary Mr. Shambler is gonna get me. Is there something in here that was worth anything? It's like you only have so much time with the other lantern before Mr. Beauty Queen comes and gets you, so I want to accomplish something with this red torch first. I don't know, I think you're like supposed to... I don't really have any idea what you're supposed to do. I think you use this to like open up new pathways, but you only have so long before it burns out.
You are confronting powers that surpass you.
Alright, maybe I opened the way up a little bit. So you use the green one to get yourself access to new areas of the level. Is there any point to the exercise? So that's still... shouldn't have gone in there. Should have come around here. And then... is there a point to have come back here? Yeah, we're trying to get into administration, so... this is annoying. But I don't see a quicker way. It just gets tiresome. This puzzle serves no purpose. Now you're safe with the red lantern. But I don't know. I'm at something of a loss. I know I beat this, and I remember it was a pain in the ass. kind of drawing a blank on what I did. Let's see, if I skipped that and came around here, it would lead me right to this, or to that. Okay, so I don't know what else I would do with that lantern, that green lantern. This is stupid. Friggin' backrooms puzzle in a Lovecraft game. Alright, let's just go straight to Dr. Fuller's office this time. I think that's the mistake I made. Absolute last hope. Because after all, I did get that door opened.
It looks like things are back to normal.
At least, I define that term loosely in this game. Things are not normal. Scratch that. There is no normal in this game. Normal in this game don't belong in the same book, on the same shelf, in the same library. Yeah, we're not going to get back where we were. Just figured I'd check it this time. This door looks kind of out of place, but then again, I don't know, maybe back then it wouldn't have. Okay. Now, last time I started by going right, but then I had to go left because it just kept going on and on and on. This part really is very Backrooms-esque.
What's going on? It never ends.
No. Don't give up on it. Running the other way didn't end either. Okay, so fine. Let's turn back. All I had to do was go this way, the opposite way of the first way I went. And I think
damnation. That's me.
Oh God!
Pierce, I found her. I finally know what's going on. You must live and find the truth. It is already too late for me.
Colden? What's going on? Was it a hallucination?
Please take a seat and be quiet, Mr. Pierce. I'll be with you in a moment.
Stop whatever the hell you're doing and turn around now. No, it can't be.
No! You son of a bitch! What did you do to her?
I wish I could have done more experiments on you, Mr. Pierce.
I said, what did you do to her?
You shouldn't be sorry for your friend. You should envy her.
Murderer! This madness must stop!
Colden?
I don't really know how real any of that actually was. It's like it was and it wasn't. The ending of the game is very ambiguous about some of these details. Who's alive, who's dead, who killed who. What does that even mean exactly? In what sense are they dead? In what sense are they alive? How crazy is Pierce?
What did they do to you? Can you speak? Sarah.
He gave him the gold and I the azure. I don't see him very often anymore. The green is stronger.
Are you feeling ill?
I'm here, but no.
Let's get you out of here.
It comes in my dreams. Our minds melt like colors on a palette.
Come with me.
It's of the oldest green. Violent living, vibrant. A sea green, maybe. No.
Mrs. Hawkins, we must go before someone finds out.
Oh, but he will. He always knows these things when it's about me.
I have seen the same color. It was not as vivid as you said.
A pale copy. A discarded spawn.
Do you know what it was? Tell me.
I can't. We should not call his name. Terrible, terrible consequences.
All right. Come with me.
He will know. He will find us.
One more reason to hurry.
Have I seen you before?
Can you walk?
Maybe.
Then let's go before your husband finds us.
Yeah, that got her moving.
It was in your studio.
What?
You painted me. That's where you saw me.
Of course. The men in white are coming.
You mean the guards?
This way. Follow me.
What the?
Oh no.
This way. Just you wait.
Okay. Wait. The machine. It's the green. The decaying one.
The gas.
Yes. It's not good for living beings.
We don't have time for that.
I am not moving until the wrong is set right.
Damn it.
Okay. I guess that board will hold. So they're going to have to come back with some tools. Let's see here. Start by turning a valve.
I'd be better off finding a tool.
You are a tool.
Perfect. All right. That should do it. Let's move.
I'm your puppet no more, you bastard!
You're my wife. My wife. You owe me obedience.
Leave her alone! We're leaving this crazy island.
You are going nowhere. Don't get between me and my wife.
Edward!
Nobody tells me what to do with my wife. How dare you? No! Why should I let you take her away when I could snap your neck?
All you did for her safety was throwing her in this rat hole.
I hid her well enough.
You let Fuller play with her!
Stop! I did everything I could to protect her. But her identity, her power, is what threatens her.
What?
Sarah has seen things, has made things you can't even begin to imagine. Would you still save her if I told you that she is even more dangerous than I am?
The painting! But she refused!
At first, Sarah condemned Francis Saunders the moment she offered him the Wanderer. Sarah has been in the presence of the myth for too long. Even if she were to leave Darkwater, she would still hear his call. And the cult will always be here, waiting for her.
Then we get rid of its members.
You are out of your league, detective. They control the whole island. She will finally surrender to his power, and the world will fall with her.
Don't!
No one can escape the wheel of destiny, they say. But I will change it. I will save Sarah.
That was a fun time. Might have been better if we had convinced him to come with us, but there's no way to do it.
No parent should have to bury their child, knowing it's me that put him there. The guilt will never go away.
I feel your pain.
I'll do anything to get him back. Anything. My work was what lured me here in the first place. It began showing me things I never should have painted. Things Charles should never have seen.
What am I to you? I took care of you, saved you from your miserable life. You'll never find a man better than me. You owe me.
I owe you nothing. We'll leave now.
You're not going anywhere.
Simon.
Come on. It's over now.
The demise of Charles Hawkins in that scene kind of reminds me of the fire dude from the Bone Horde on the Thief Gold version. Just saying. 4 character points. I feel like now might be the time to start specializing a bit, like really start to push a couple attributes at the expense of others. So with 4 available, I could give 2 to 2, or I could give 2 to 1 and 1 to 2, or something like that. I just have to figure out what. Let's see. Okay. I guess we're sort of getting behind on certain things now, but probably is time to be an expert at something. Your physical strength doesn't really matter. It's one of those things that it's like, it looks like let's see. Psychotic. There's a secret, a forgotten secret so old and terrifying, which is only divulged in the blasphemous pages of lost tomes or whispered during forgotten and outlawed rituals. We are not children of Providence. You know the cruel and awful truth, and you have seen the frightening face of reality. Okay, so while Pierce's experience dangerously weaker, his increased sensitivity to the occult opens new ways for him. He's now able to unearth. Got it. All right. Huh, we still have the fire poker. We did manage to book up a bit. All right. Thought there would be more books For some reason, I thought that it's like at different points in the game, you could see different books available in this library, not just like at once.
How are you, Bradley?
Ah, it's you, Pierce. I'm just worried about Marie. I mean, Dr. Colden. Have you had any news?
Shit.
I'm so sorry, Bradley. I could do nothing to save her.
What do you mean? What happened?
I'm not sure what happened. But I found her body in the cellars of Riverside.
You sure that you've got nothing to do with it? If she hadn't tried to help you, she might still be alive.
I'm sorry. Truly.
It's that slug, Fuller. I swear I'll shoot him. What do you say, Pierce? Are you with me?
Let's see.
Fuller has committed too many atrocities. He carried out his experiments on Sarah, on me, and now he has killed Dr. Colden.
He must die.
He will suffer the fate he deserves, I promise you. But we must keep calm. He's not alone. We must identify his accomplices in order to put an end to their schemes.
If you say so. But I'm only interested in Fuller.
We must do something for those who are still alive, Bradley. Sarah is still in danger as long as the cult is active. We need to see this through, otherwise Marie's death will have been in vain.
You're, the voice of reason, Pierce. As always.
Have to keep him on our side, because he's the only actually likable character in the entire game.
Mr. Pierce, we were waiting for you.
Good. Sarah doesn't have much time.
What are you doing here?
Did you think I would let you confront the occult without supervision?
This is too dangerous for a bookworm like you.
Algernon, I need to talk to Mr. Pierce.
Very well, Sarah. I will be in Charles Hawkins' office.
Oops.
You seem different.
Yes. When I woke up this morning, my mind was sharper. Cleaner. I can still hear the voice calling me. It is so strong. So ancient. Enticing. Dangerous. I may never be able to escape his grip, but for now I can keep it at bay. I know what I owe you, Mr. Pierce. But I can't come back to Boston with you.
I saw everything. The tunnels under your house, the rituals, the secret society. I must get you out of its reach.
I know how dangerous they can be to me. But first, there's the Wanderer. I must find it and kill it. I am the only one who can end its slaughter.
No. No, you will come with me to Boston.
I owe you no obedience.
This isn't about what you want or don't want to do. You would risk destroying the world just because you can't face the consequences of your actions.
I am willing to atone for my sins.
No, you're just trying to erase all proof of the mistakes you've made.
I know what I have done. I will not rest until the creature is sent back to its dimension.
You can't give up, even knowing the stakes.
Yes, thank you.
Still, I won't let you go.
What?
You will stay here until I find a safe way to return to Boston.
That's ridiculous. Listen, Algernon knows of a way to protect me. Help him find what he seeks, and we may all survive this battle.
All right. I'll help you.
Let's go talk to to the professor, the bespectacled guy.
Seeing you again. Ah, it's you. I'm here for her, not you.
I don't care why you're here. Your usefulness is the only thing that matters. How do we protect Mrs. Hawkins from the influence of the forces that claim her?
By following Charles Hawkins, that imbecile of a thief, of course.
What do you mean?
He found something. An amulet. The symbol engraved on it could protect Sarah.
Could?
We are dealing with forces that by far surpass what your intellect can process. Feel free to ask me any question regarding the matters that exceed your grasp.
Let's try this.
What is the true nature of the Necronomicon?
I see that you are interested in my precious book. It is the definitive book of knowledge of the occult, Mr. Pierce, written by Abdul al-Hazred. It is the answer to many a question.
That is why it's so highly valued.
Yes, and even though it is a copy, given to me as a gift by Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University, the work remains very powerful.
I understand better why you keep it in a safe.
Professor Armitage.
The dagger with the strange sign. Was it you who sold it to Francis Sanders?
If you are referring to the dagger of the ancients, then yes, it was me. Why?
Do you know what he intended to do with it?
Francis was primarily a collector of occult objects. He liked rare items such as the dagger. But I doubt he knew its purpose.
It allowed me to send the creature you call the Shambler back into the painting.
Fascinating. But I am afraid that this might only be short-lived.
You mean that thing could come back?
Yes, that is why I am looking for a more permanent solution.
It must never come back. This creature, the Shambler, what is it?
It is a hunter. It travels from one dimension to another to hunt down its prey.
Francis Sanders was one of its victims. How could a creature like that end up in one of Mrs. Hawkins' paintings?
Sarah has an uncommon gift. A connection with entities that live beyond our reality. I doubt that she was aware at the time, but when she painted the picture in a certain way, she called it.
And now it remains in our reality.
Let us say that it uses the painting as a portal into our reality, and we make enticing prey for it.
That's why we must find a way of sending it back to where it came from permanently. A genius like you must have already found a way to get rid of this creature, yes?
I sense your sarcasm, but it does happen that, yes, I do have a solution. I think I can destroy it, but for that I must approach the creature, and to be able to do so, I need the key to Rie.
Another one of your baubles.
It is no bauble, unbeliever. It is a very powerful protection, able to repel very ancient forces. Much more effective than your cult.
What does it look like?
It is a golden amulet, bearing very ancient inscriptions and an elder sign at its center. A star with an eye in the middle.
I've already seen that sign. Where can we find it?
Therein lies the problem. That foul thief Charles has hidden it somewhere. I found this drawing among his personal effects. I think that it has something to do with the location of the amulet.
I'll follow this lead. You continue searching.
That is what I intend to do. As for you, return here the second you find it. I don't want it to disappear again.
Let's see. Pretty sure it's in her studio. I don't know if if anyone cleared the stairs. Yes, they did. Clean that mess up. I believe it's in her studio. Everything's all messed up now. Let's see. No, those are busts, but they're not the one I need. Okay. Wasn't in Simon's bedroom. There it is.
This is the amulet that Drake was looking for.
Okay. Sweet. Scored me a character point. Well, which one am I gonna beef up next? I didn't even realize I had two. Okay. Yeah, our sanity is toast, and that's fine. That's okay. Okay. Just hope that that spot hidden will come in handy.
It's you again.
I think I've found what we're looking for.
Let me see that. Yes, that's it. It's perfect. We are saved.
I must tell Mrs. Hawkins.
Yes, do that.
Well, you need two to do anything.
I have it. It's a strange amulet. I hope it will protect you, considering that nothing will help you change your mind.
You must understand. I already went too far.
What have you seen that's so terrible you convinced yourself that you had to risk so much?
I can't tell you now.
This story is going to end badly.
Yes. Chief West is here with Sullivan.
Bradley, you take care of Sarah. I will deal with them.
You sure? All right.
I've been hearing about you a lot lately. You seem to enjoy causing trouble.
Nice job, Chief. You got me. Great police work.
You can try to play smart with me all you want, Pierce. Witnesses have identified you as the one who set fire to Riverside.
Witnesses? How convenient. That's not the whole story, is it?
I don't care about your stories. Save them for the judge. You know, us cops, we base our investigation on facts and testimonies. You might want to try that next time.
You bet I will.
Facts and testimonies can be manufactured, just like anything else. And they can be simulated too easily. We've gone and ruined that in this society.
You know, I've heard a lot about you, Mr. Pierce.
All good, I hope.
It appears that you've been involved in a variety of misdemeanors since your arrival on Darkwater. Entering private property, twice. Aggression, insulting behavior, and to top it all, arson.
Let's see.
With all the liquor that is openly on sale in the middle of Prohibition, do you really want me to believe that you're enforcing the law?
Enough of that. You're not going to tell me how to do my job. I would like to point out that it is you, not me, who is behind bars.
There are things going on right now that are so much more serious than what you accuse me of.
Yeah? So what's going on that I don't know about?
Let's see.
You'd be better off taking an interest in Dr. Fuller. The experiments he carries out on his patients are as inhuman as they are illegal. And when Dr. Colden wanted to put a stop to it, she too went under the knife.
What are you talking about? Nobody's reported any wrongdoings. Dr. Fuller is a man who is as much respected and admired on the island as he is in his profession. It seems like you've got a grievance against him. Is that why you set fire to his institute?
I'm admitting nothing at all.
Come on, I'll show you to your new residence. I'll be back later to ask you some questions. I hope that you'll make the right choice and confess to everything. It would be as unpleasant for you as it would be for me if I had to adopt more advanced questioning.
I have no doubt about that.
Good night, Mr. Pierce.
Don't say anything.
Mr. Pierce, the truth seeker. We meet at last.
Who's there?
one men named Leviathan. Not because of the scale of my terrestrial form, but as a reminder of the immensity of my knowledge, which I came to share with you, human. Do not struggle. You will not be able to speak or escape my influence. Excellent. Your mind has begun to expand. Your dreams have been gently shepherded by the being they call the Oracle. But it is your curiosity and your fate that have led you up to this moment. You are here to accept the knowledge and follow the path that leads to your freedom. This is an offer that the likes of you, particularly those with such rare characteristics, cannot refuse. The more you bend your human spirit to make it able to receive the truth, the closer you will come to embrace his power. Where is the Oracle, Truth Seeker? Would you like to see her? Where is the Oracle? Is she not the very object of your quest? I'll let you see for yourself, but do not forget, your fate has already been written. Our paths shall cross again, Truth Seeker.
You know the risk, Sarah. If you happen to use your powers again, you may lose more than your life.
It is not about me, but innocent lives. I hope that your sources are reliable.
The bootleggers have the painting. If the Dimensional Shambler is to appear, he will do it here. The Shambler! I knew it!
No! Not again!
Okay.
Algernon, come back!
So this is where we will pick it up next time. This is not an easy sequence. We're playing as Sarah Hawkins, and it's tricky. This is a hard fight. So, I will see everybody back next time, and we will continue calling on Cthulhu. Later.